Hi guys, Al here from Deals on Wheels. You know, one of the most frustrating things that can happen to you when you own a car is when they break down. And unfortunately, a lot of times when those things occur, it's usually something that could have been prevented. So I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to take care of your car so it can better take care of you. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is just checking your basic fluids in your engine. This is something you could do every time you stop for gas, or at least on some regular interval. Say at least once a month. Every time you stop for gas, a quick thing to do after the car is settled and the oil is settled to the bottom of the pan is you check your oil dipstick here. It's a good idea to clean this off once before. As you can see right here, our oil is just at that minimum line. We want to make sure it's in between those, the min and max, and always check that after it's been set for a little bit. You can see that oil is getting a little bit brown. It's getting pretty close to an oil change. So take it to a shop of your choice to make sure you're getting the regular oil changes done based on the the manufacturer recommendation. Next thing you want to also check is your transmission fluid. So on automatic transmissions, you can have the dipstick here. Typically this will be a red fluid, hard to tell, but you want it just between those 2 dots there. If that's ever low, you want to be checking for spots underneath your car. Same with the oil. Check for spots under your car where you normally park and see if there's oil spots or other fluid spots that you can give you a warning that something's going on in your car, and that's when you want to get to a mechanic or somebody you know and trust to be able to get the vehicle checked out. Last thing we want to check is your coolant. Radiator coolant helps cool the car and keeps it from freezing during the winter time. Just make sure you're between the cold and the hot line. Right there, the cold, you always want to check it when it's cold. You can quickly add some fluid there. That'll keep your car running and make sure it's taken care of. All right, folks, the other thing I want to talk to you about is your fuel. So a lot of times, and I've been guilty of this as well, if you don't want to always fill up your fuel tank, maybe you just have that $5 to $10 you want to put in the fuel tank just to keep you above that E. Let me tell you about a danger of that. So if you don't have a full tank, your fuel pump is always going to be working harder to push that fuel to the engine. So maybe something to think about is fill that fuel tank up once, and then once it gets down to half, put that $5 to $10 in there so you can always keep some level of pressure on that and help your fuel pump last that much longer for your vehicle. All right, so hopefully this information has helped you and encourage you to take better care of your car. Keep an eye out for those danger things so you can prevent major repairs with your vehicle. And just remember, if you're a Deals on Wheels customer, you can stop in any time. For the lifetime you own that vehicle, we will do free fluid and top-offs for all of your vehicles. So thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you guys soon.